Kitchen with Kevin today. I am really excited about this particular episode. I have been asking Kevin to make this particular item for quite a while. It is my favorite appetizer with anything. Though I think Kevin will tell us what wines would pair really good with this. I just think it's a great thing for any time, but we do have some holidays that have come up and gone, and I think this would be a really fun one to do, even for yourselves or for a small get-together. So thank you for joining us, and I will turn it over to our culinary enthusiast, Kevin Cobb.
Thank you. Again, hello everybody. So we're doing bacon wrapped dates that are filled with blue cheese and walnuts. Super simple. We're going to do a lot of talking because this is just going to take a second. So we're just going to get right into it. First thing we did was preheat the oven to 350, and then I pre-cooked the bacon. And I only cooked it for about 10 minutes because what happens is if you wrap the raw bacon around the date, before the bacon gets done, the date ends up just a mess. So we just pre-cooked that.
I'm sorry, that sounds like some of my dates.
Exactly. So easy. These are the dates, right? They are pitted and whole. So we only get to make 7 today because that's what happens. So we're just gonna pop those open. And I don't know if you probably can't see this, but it is what it is. And we're gonna do 7 of these doughy.
My hands are clean.
Yes.
So these dates, you buy them in a jar or?
I buy them in a bag. And here's a little trivia is the Coachella Valley, which is, Palm Springs and that whole area, is the largest producer in America of dates.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's from the days that I used to do when I was living in Palm Springs, I used to do these culinary and historical walking tours. So I got to learn about all those fun things. 90 million pounds a year is what they produce.
Wow, and they grow on a tree just like a nut?
No, they grow on a palm tree, but they're stubby palm trees. They're not the super tall, skinny ones.
Oh, wow. And now these have been already pre-pitted.
Yeah.
So it looks like you don't want to cook your bacon up too.
No, it's only 9 to 10 minutes just to pre-bake it. Okay, so then I'm going to take and put a couple of these crumbles of blue cheese in each one.
Now you can use other cheeses besides blue cheese.
Yeah, goat cheese. I eat these if there was goat cheese. I do not like blue cheese. What you want, because of the sweetness of the dates, is something strong, salty, whatever. Okay. So anyway, there we go. We've got the blue cheese in there, and then we're just going to put some walnuts on top like that.
Just regular crushed walnuts, not candied or anything.
No, just boom, boom.
So I one time, for a sister-in-law who was getting married to my brother, they made a ramaki for the wedding reception.
What's ramaki?
Okay, that's why I wondered if you knew. Ramaki was chicken livers wrapped around a water chestnut, then wrapped around bacon, and then broiled. Let me tell you, those were time consuming to make.
I bet.
Yeah, oh, they were delish.
Okay, so now what I'm doing is just bringing these back together. You see what I'm doing?
Yep. He's pinching them together.
Pinching them together, and then I'm just rolling them in this lovely bacon, right? The more the merrier. And then what I've done is just a little secret is use toothpicks. But if you soak them in water for an hour beforehand, they won't burn, and then you can use them. This can just be the way you get them off the tray.
Now, I have heard that with skewers when you barbecue.
Yeah, you soak them in water.
My mom always did this fun thing. We had an old rosemary bush, and she would take one of the long rosemary sticks and take all the leaves off and use them as skewers for a barbecue, for a kebab.
Rosemary.
Yeah. That's kind of a fun little way to handle that. So I've had these a couple different places in town. My favorite, of course, was the Wine Bar. Joel had them on them.
That would have been Joel that had them, yeah.
And I know the Oregon Gardens make them also in for their lounge appetizer. And I think the Oregon Garden drizzled balsamic vinegar on theirs at the end. But that almost makes it too sweet, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So you don't really like blue cheese?
Blue cheese, no.
Goat cheese.
No. Goat cheese would be good.
Yeah.
Almonds with goat cheese would be good. Okay, so you're gonna have to start talking because they're
Sure. Well, I don't know if you realize I'm your guest today. So I was going to talk a little bit about, we've gone through a lot of changes and adapting up here at the Senior Center, trying to meet the community and seniors' needs while still trying to be COVID safe and meet all the governor's regulations. And it's been very challenging. I'm sure all of you who are here today have faced some challenges in one way or another because of the pandemic. But that is one of the reasons these Zoom programs became very easy for us to do, and at least to use it for outreach, connecting and reconnecting. The problem is, of course, some of the folks we want to connect with aren't digital, no computer access. I'm trying to reach out to those folks who normally would be coming up here for our different events. A lot of folks from Silverton would come up, some of the folks from Davenport Place. The other step I'd like to take is try and get something digital to those folks who aren't necessarily digital, but are still very independent and living alone at home. But we know people out there who are merely in such the same situation, who are scared of the computers, scared of the unknown. But if it was something simple, like a tablet or one of those portals that Facebook's been putting out, something that's just really easy, very similar to what the kids are doing for school. The kids are all issued a tablet, a little iPad tablet, and it's already programmed with all that they need, so it's real simple for them to push the button and get to where they need. My second grade-year-old granddaughter can get around way easier than I can. And I think that would be something that other seniors, especially through the state who are on the program, Oregon Program of Independent, OPI program, this would be a great way for us to be able to communicate and also gently ease them into the digital age. I saw a term the other day, digital ageism, that we're being discriminated against because we're not digital as we proactively age. But part of it as we age, I see also, you get to the point where, do I really need to know this? Do I really want to know this? But if you want to stay as active and in the loop as possible, we do have to step up and learn some of these things. On the good side of that, learning new things such as computer or even learning to communicate more effectively all helps our brain. And even laughter has proven to be very beneficial. Dancing, there's all kinds of real easy ways.
Making bacon wrap dates, just eating them all day, perfect way.
Well, learning to make them, we're learning something new.
Exactly. Really quickly,
Yeah.
I stuck those in the oven now, and that's gonna be about 7 to 8 minutes. So you keep going on now.
Yeah, Kevin was worried I wouldn't be able to talk enough. Though the other part of that is, I think promoting brain health is a very, very important thing for all of us right now, since we're socially, being more isolated, having limited access to communication. It's easy to get depressed and it's easy to become just a lump. And I don't want to see us all become lumpy seniors. So, try something new. If you're used to doing a crossword puzzle, mix it up and do a Sudoku. Or if you're used to doing word searches, go to a crossword puzzle. Or try a Sudoku, or try some of the suggestions I've had on our Zoom program for brain health.
Okay, guys, so there we have, and they're kind of oozed out. You won't see a lot of fat because we already pre-baked it. Plus the fact, guys, I'm a real fan of uncured bacon. So there you go.
So, what kind of wine do you think would go really well with this, Kevin?
Something red, something like Mom and Howard, like a big Washington red or something like that. Would be good. Yeah. This would also be a really good thing with beer, to be quite honest.
So it might be a good Super Bowl appetizer to make.
Maybe, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't take that long to prep and get ready. You can
No.
easily make these ahead of
No,
time.
they're totally easy. So what you could do is you could make what we did before they went in the oven and just stick them in the refrigerator.
Mhm.
So as you see, they're super easy, right?
Yeah.
So you can make them yourself and you can leave me alone.
I will never leave you alone, Kevin. But yes, I can make them
I
myself
love
now.
that.
No, and that's true. I wasn't a huge date fan until I tried the bacon wrap dates.
Yeah.
But like we said,
Anything
everything
with
tastes
bacon.
better with bacon.
Exactly.
Be careful, they're gonna be super hot.
What is your favorite appetizer to make or to eat? I'll tell you the other one I kind of like to make is the bacon wrapped asparagus, or the prosciutto wrapped asparagus.
That's good, yeah.
That's easy. The other one I really, really have been wanting, oh, maybe Kevin will make these for us. Stuffed mushrooms.
Yeah, I'll make them. I'll make them. So what we're gonna do is next week, we're gonna do stuffed mushrooms. Those tasty? So they're tasty.
I'm loving them.
I am too. I'm loving the smell.
Yeah. Well, bacon is just one of those things, you know. Thank you for joining us with In the Kitchen with Kevin today.
And maybe we'll see you all next week.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks. Good to see you guys.
And we'll see you next week.
Talk to you later.
Thanks for joining us.